So you guys have heard of those crypto traders that are online all of the time and making all the money. Well, here's the thing. You can't actually compete with them by only doing a few hours a week. And in this video, I'm going to show you exactly how you do that. I'm going to show you their weaknesses and how you can beat them in the long run. So let's get right into it. Okay, first things first, you need to understand your competition. Otherwise, you're never going to beat them. Crypto is a PvP game. Every penny you make, you're taking it from someone else. So you have to understand who you're competing against. And you are competing against the guy that never leaves his house, doesn't go to the gym, doesn't have a social life, doesn't drink, and he doesn't cook food. Trading is his life. Understand that if you try and play his game, you're going to get fucked because these guys are different gravy. They do not leave the house. All they do is trade. So understand that. In order to beat him, you're going to have to do something differently to what he does. That's the first thing. Number two, the biggest mistakes they make. Avoid these costly errors. They get overly emotional by small price movements. They overtrade, easily done. They revenge trade. They don't make optimal decisions. Why do they do all of these things? Lose convictions too early. Why do they do all these things? It's because they're playing the short-term game. Whereas you and me, my friend, we don't have to do that to beat them. Okay? So what do they actually do right? Because there are things we can learn from them. One of the biggest things they do right is that they have an excellent feel of the market for any coin and any market. So why do they have this? It's because they've accumulated so much screen time now that they just have a sixth sense. It's like a cat. They literally kind of know where the coin is going to go. They know where the chart's going to go. And that's because they've experienced. They're very, very experienced. This is something you and I need to do, okay? They're fearless. They have a pair of balls. When they see a trade, they fucking take it. When they want to take profits, they take profits. This is the biggest thing holding most people back. You have to be fearless in the market, and these guys genuinely are doing it perfectly. They don't miss anything. A new launch, they won't miss it. A new meta, they'll be on it. So they're honestly considerable advantages for these guys. So the question is, what can you do? Well, first strategy, you need to have a better network and more alpha groups than them. And this is genuinely the biggest edge you can have. So every video I say this, I say that networking is one of the highest ROI things you can do. The reason why is because your network is your net worth. So if you're just like looking around by yourself trying to find alpha, you're really limited because you only got one pair of eyes, you only got one brain. Like there's only so many things you can look for. But if you have multiple sets of eyes checking for the same thing over and over again, then you're all gonna like collate that information and you're gonna have way cleaner access to information than you otherwise would. So this is one of the biggest things that you can do. So let's say that you have a macro expert in your network, you also have a meme coin expert, you have a crypto AI expert, you can all work together, find the easiest coins, find the best coins, allocate, and this is gonna give you a massive edge. You're gonna be able to fuck over all of these smaller traders just like this. I went to the BitGet event in Dubai, and this is me with Mr. Lofi at the Sui event. So I've definitely been doing this for sure. Number two, deep research and narrative identification. So you don't have to be making quick decisions and catching every single coin early. It's not necessary. You just need to have better research, have a better network, deep research, have the ability to spot narratives early. This is one of the biggest things, by the way, in crypto. If you can learn anything, try and spot how to read narratives early, okay? Super powerful. You get in there early, you allocate well, and you can make millions. You can make tens of millions, just like Cron did. I think Cron made an 8-figure trade on Fartcoin because he saw the narrative early. He allocated at 400 million or something, maybe less, like 300 million, and just ran it all the way up. Crazy. I don't even think he put in that much. I think Cron put in like a few 100K at maybe like 60 million market cap, and he just ran it up, made millions through Fartcoin. He did exactly the same thing with a few other coins. I think Frog, he did very, very well. And so, it's important to know this, and he outperformed 99% of traders just doing this. So very, very important to do. And number 7, having a superior understanding of macro. Macro is important because if you're a trader and you don't know macro and the bear market's about to come, you're about to get fucked. So it's very important to know when to scale up your risk, when to scale down your risk. And I made a few videos on my channel going through macro. If you guys are interested, take a look. But knowing your macro well is going to afford you a massive advantage. So definitely something you guys should do. So number 8, strategic patience. Sometimes in crypto, you just gotta sit on a fucking coin for months. That's how it works. And the people I know in crypto that have made the most money, find a gem, allocate, sit on it for months. A lot of people did this with Solana. They bought Solana in the bear market, they sold it in the bull market. Very, very normal strategy. You will genuinely outperform 99% of traders by just doing this. So the benefits of this, you can put in way more liquidity, you have more time to exit. Patience is genuinely one of the biggest things that most people overlook. So summary, avoid emotional overtrading. Build your network, do excellent deep research and build conviction in positions. Use strategic patience to your advantage and do all of these things, and I assure you will outperform those traders that are online 24 hours a day. Catch you another time.